This video will show you how to use the intercom system as in use on the marine rescue vessel Port Jackson 31. The Furuno intercom system is used to communicate with people on the bow, people on the stern, or to be used as a public address system. Here you can see several function buttons. At the moment it's selected all, which means that it will come out from all speakers, both the forward speaker on the roof and the aft speaker on the roof. The IC 1 to 6 buttons are intercom speakers that would normally be used on a larger ship. So IC 1 could be a position in a galley, IC 2 could be a position in an engine room. On this vessel we don't use these buttons. So the all function at the moment means that if I pick up the microphone and speak, it will come through all speakers, being the forward and the aft speaker. If I select the forward only, so now I can actually hear what's happening on the forward, on the bow, and if I communicate through the speaker, the person on the bow will hear me. So I'll do that now. I'm going to use the push to talk microphone. Testing to the person on the bow, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm situated on the bow forward of the speaker.
So there you can see that the person has successfully heard me and I can hear from them. The person on the bow doesn't need to push any buttons. All they do is talk towards the speaker and I can hear them. So if I hit the aft button, I'd now be able to talk to anybody that was on the aft deck. And if I hit both, again, it's going to communicate to both the forward position and the aft position. So using the aft position, and I'm going to communicate with that person now. Speaking to the person on the stern of the vessel, can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you loud and clear. I'm situated on the stern of the vessel.
So that's a quick demo, and again if I go back to all, I can speak to everybody, but just be aware in the all position I won't be able to hear anyone. The intercom system only works one way, so I can speak to both positions, both the bow and the stern, but to be able to, for them to communicate back, I've got to select their position so that the intercom knows which person I'm wishing to receive a signal from. I do have a volume control and a hailer volume. So this is my volume control for inside the vessel. As I turn that up, you can hear it getting louder. And the hail volume is the volume that it's going to communicate to the person on the bow or stern. Next, I'll just take you through the fog sound signals that the Furuno intercom system can do. So to access the fog system, I hit the fog button, and by default it will come up with a push to talk and manual. As soon as I press the push to talk button, it will transmit a tone, and as soon as I release it will stop sending that tone. So I'll give that a try now. And I've just released the push to talk button. Now there are preset fog signals that you can access as well. So if I arrow down, I've got a yelp, which is like goes from a low pitch to a high pitched yelp. Then I've got underway, stopped, sailboat, towed vessel, anchored, and aground. So those signals, as we go through the yelp, if I just do that now, the underway is one long, the stopped is two long, the sailboat is the lame duck signal, which is one long and two short, and we would use that when we're towing. When we are towing a disabled vessel, we would do one long and two short. The towed vessel is one long and three short. We would only do that if we are being towed ourselves from another vessel. And then you've got anchored and aground, and then back to manual. So to access the sound signal when we are towing another vessel, I've got it labeled as sailboat, but this is the one long and two short, and I would make it sound by pressing the enter key. So the only ones that work off the push to talk button is the yelp or manual, After that, any of the other pre-programmed ones need you to press the enter key. So I'm going to press the enter key now, and we'll sound the 1 long followed by 2 short. So there you have the 1 long, 2 short, which is the lame duck we would sound when we are towing in restricted visibility or at night. To go back to the standard hail mode, I would press the all and I'm back into hail mode, or I can go back to the forward intercom or the aft intercom.